Hi and welcome back. I'm Susanna and I'm partnering with The Kitchen is My Playground. Today we're bringing you a recipe for no-bake blueberry yum yum. Now, a yum yum dessert is a classic dessert known for its creaminess. It usually has a layer of crust and then like a whipped cream, cream cheese mixture, and a fruit filling in between. They're very easy to assemble. You can try lots of different flavors with them. So today we're doing blueberry, but you can do cherry, pineapple, pumpkin, a whole variety of different flavors, whatever your preference may be. I'm gonna go ahead and start by spraying this pan so we have it ready. Once I've got the pan sprayed with some baking spray, I'm going to go ahead and take this bowl and combine some graham cracker crumbs, some cinnamon, and some melted butter. And then just take a fork and combine everything until it's moistened. And you want to make sure too that that cinnamon gets distributed evenly in the graham cracker crumbs. So then you're just going to take those crumbs, dump them into your baking dish, and just press them into the bottom of the dish like a little crust. So that step is done. I also went ahead and reserved some of those crumbs for the crumb topping at the very end. You just want to set a little bit of those aside. So next up here, I'm going to take some cream cheese, and I opened this up a little bit earlier just to help it soften. Add this in the bowl, some powdered sugar, and then we just want to blend this all together until it's nice and combined. Okay, perfect. So part one of that creamy filling is complete. And next I am going to make the whipped cream filling. For that whipped cream filling, you're just going to take some heavy whipping cream and add that to a bowl. You want to make sure this is nice and chill. You don't want the cream to have sat out for too long or come up to room temperature. Then we're going to add some granulated sugar and some vanilla, just for a little bit of flavor. All right, now for this, when you're making the whipped cream, you do want to make sure that you whip this until stiff peaks form. So this might take just a second. I'm going to go ahead and get it started. And there we go. The whipped cream is ready. And you can tell it's ready like when I hold this up. It keeps its shape. It doesn't sag, it doesn't fall. Those are the stiff peaks that you're looking for. So that is all ready to go. And I'm just going to combine the whipped cream with that cream cheese mixture that we already prepared. And you'll just mix these two together. Now we can begin to assemble this dessert. So you're going to start off just by adding some of this, about half, more or less, into this pan. Our first layer of creamy filling. And now we're going to add that middle layer, the blueberries. And you just scoop that on there. You can always spread it out at the end. Make sure it's nice and even. You want every bite to have some blueberry goodness in it. And now I'm just going to add the remainder of the cream cheese whipped cream filling. And you can see how tall this is. It comes right up to the top of the pan. So you know these are going to be nice thick layers here. You get a lot in one serving. Last thing we want to do is add that reserved little bit of graham cracker crumbs to the top of this for a nice little finish. That's all there is to it. So very simple as always. I mean, you saw this took no time at all to throw together and very easy ingredients. Having that blueberry filling, the canned blueberry filling, makes all the difference in how easy this is. This is the only hard part of this recipe, is that it's better the longer it sits. Of course, as we know with most chilled recipes, chilled desserts, you do have to let them set in the refrigerator for a little bit. So at minimum a couple of hours, but ideally overnight or even over 2 nights. The longer this sets, the better it gets. I'm gonna go set this in the fridge and I will see y'all back in a day or two once the flavors have had time to kind of meld together and it's fully set and we can see the final result. And we are back 2 days later. I let this sit in the fridge for those full 2 days just to let it set really well and let all the flavors come together nicely. This is the end result. As you can see, it is very, very set. There's nothing moving here. It is ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and slice this up and give it a try. All right, so I got it out. I don't cut a very pretty slice. If you would like to see a lovely slice of this served up, then you definitely will want to check out the blog's post for this recipe. And you can see the photo Tracy took of it. Whenever you have a blueberry filling like this, that blueberry pie filling is a little more runny, so that's going to be a little tricky as far as cutting a clean slice. And then also in general, the first slice or the first serving just never comes out very pretty. That one's always kind of a toss-up. But hopefully you can see here as well. I'll try to tilt it where you can see some of the layers in here and how nicely they set up. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a try. That is so good. That is delicious. I love anything with blueberries. And because of the cream cheese and letting it set in the fridge for 2 days, it kind of reminds me of like a blueberry cheesecake. It is just so good. Definitely be sure to check out the full list of ingredients and measurements on the blog. There will be a link directly to this recipe below, and you can give this one a try for yourself. I will see y'all soon.